I didn't answer him, so he called Copper, who's not right next to me.
I don't. She might be awake. She wakes up around now. No, I would Hardcastle. Maybe Demi. Yeah, I know. That's why it sucks, because he was a big part of it. Maybe speak with Demi. Same.
Reggie, yeah, Reggie did. Yeah,
I don't know all the details. Let me
badge.
Yeah, talk to Jenny or Anita or Hayes. Mackenzie Hayes is a good person.
Reggie Madge. What is that emote, dude? Angie.
All right, I'm your cousin now. Stop. Okay, all right, bye, Prid.
I just tested this with Central.
So, like I was saying, if you wanted to look up those things and you're looking for like a unique name or something, be able to pull up those reports. Like, let's say you don't have a report number. Like, looking up terrorism would be a bad idea because everybody is a terrorist, right?
Yeah, that's
true.
And
it will only show you like 50 or 150 results, regardless of the most recent reports that have the word terrorism in it, or terrorist, whatever. That's just...
I'm just thinking about a workaround for that, because if we want to
I know the workaround.
What you do?
Yeah, it's called not capping the search results.
I mean, yes, but for us who can't change that,
we can. Let me tell you my secret. Secret agenda here.
Okay.
Now that there's more people that can do the changes like this, I'm gonna collectively, when I want to change, I'm gonna ask everybody to submit a request for the change. Then it'll be more than one person asking.
I like that.
Yeah, power numbers, baby.
They're smart. Okay. Well, I was gonna say,
go wrong?
Yeah, we just all get fired.
Oh my god. Or get blocked.
I was just gonna, if I'm searching for a tag and I only get 150 results. Oh god, that's gonna be a lot. If I'm expecting LSPD to tag these all the time, I might have to do. Could I do like a weekly tag? Like add a date to the end of it or something?
Fuck no. The fuck?
God. I'm just thinking. I didn't think about this. Oh god. Okay, I have another thing that I would like your help with.
Okay.
I wanna, because it came to me while you were teaching me last time. The ROU stuff, which is hiring civilians to take 911 calls. I want to give them the opportunity to, or the ability, I guess, to make reports. But
we have civilian reports, which are like things that are, so dispatch is civilians, right?
Yeah.
So they have the ability to create civilian reports. Any civilian can create civilian reports.
Yeah.
Given the permission to be able to do that.
Is it possible? I know it looks possible, but if you give them like edit access but not view access, how does that work? Will they just be able to make a new report, but
they can't view? I'm sorry.
Like, will they just creating something? So like for them, they'd be creating it, submitting it into the void.
Make them and not delete them.
It's like they can make it, and so they wouldn't be able to view other people's, essentially. They'd just be able to make it, like it would pop up in the middle how to make one. They can make it, save it, and then it would go, because they wouldn't be able to view it anymore. I don't know. I'm thinking out loud. Essentially, because it's going to be civilians.
I don't think it works that way, because when you make a report, you need to be able to view it to be able to edit it, and to be able to edit it means being able to type in it and save it.
That makes sense. Okay. So I guess obviously these are civilians. Some of them might not be all that great, so I don't want them to be able to view everything on the MDW. So I guess my question would be, if we make a civilian report, right? If we give them that access, then they could see all the civilian reports that have come through. which I don't really want. I'll be honest. I kind of want to just keep them in their own lane of just
if you
seeing.
guys are busy, I can fuck off.
No,
no,
it's okay.
I'm trading him on MDW stuff.
Yeah, so I basically just want them to be able to, if they take a 911 call, they can make a report about it, and then that's all. The only reports that they can see are other 911 calls, essentially.
Yeah, but if I would have to ask if they would be able to, on the back end, they would have to make a.
Would it not just be like a new permission thing? Like a new, like...
Yeah, but again, we're, if they can edit it, they have to be able to view it. Like, I can give you edit access to basically everything, but if you can't view those reports, you can't even pull them up to edit them.
What about if we gave them like a new report type? Like, you know how we have IA
that's what they would
reports?
have to make. I think we would need to email, or we can chat.
I thought you could do that.
No, you can, but it's either you can view or you can edit.
No, okay.
But
Just to
if
clarify.
I give you the ability to edit something, but you can't view it, then how are you supposed to pull up that category to even look at the report?
No. This is they can view and edit these 911 reports if we gave them that.
Okay.
Just so that wouldn't be an issue. It would just have to be like a new report type that we'd have to give them view and edit access to. If that makes sense. Is that okay?
And not. Isn't that what civilian reports are for? There's reports written by the civilians.
I thought civilian reports was specifically like someone comes to Mission Row and they're a civilian and they want to make a report. No?
Well, it's been recategorized, or it was recategorized for people that are not police officers taking reports. Because I can't imagine that there's not a cop that's just standing around at Mission Row taking reports.
Yeah, that's true.
These are reports that are being written by DOC. Or not DOC, dispatch. Because if a cop is making a report, they're gonna make an investigative report. Like, let me see.
I mean, Peach made a civilian report yesterday.
Oh no.
Yeah, cops are using civilian reports. Yeah, this is why I want
How long has this been going on?
I don't know. And that's why I was even under the impression that civilian reports were, if a civilian comes to you and wants to make a police report, this is what you make it.
Fuck.
Yeah. I think this is...
You know?
Was that not the intention?
You know what?
What?
There was a period where all MP&T stopped talking to me about stuff about the MDW, and it kind of just like went radio silent. And they've just been teaching stuff. I don't know. And a part of me was like, you know what? Maybe I should follow up on that. I'm like, nah, I'm gonna leave people to be responsible. All right, whatever. Not my problem. We can create a new thing if you want.
Yeah, we don't need to do it right now because I'm trying to get the phone line sorted first. Like the priority is actually being able to get them to work.
Come up with a name you want to call it.
Yeah.
Because
I'll probably call it like ROU report or something like that.
What?
Okay, but I'll have a thing.
What?
What?
You want to call it rapid report?
No, no, the RRU, like RRU report.
What does that mean?
Rapid response unit. That's what the civilians are going to be.
Civilians that are taking these civilian reports are going to be the rapid response unit?
Technically,
they're not going to be police officers. They're just going to be civilians that are going to respond to.
No. They're going to be answering 911
like
calls.
A weird like knitting circle for
no,
where, like a bunch of Karens sit around and worry about other people's business.
No, they're going to be answering 911 calls.
They're not going to be the rapid response unit. You're not going to name a bunch of civilians rapid response unit.
Oh, taking another one of my ideas, Dark, huh?
What do you mean? I'm not. How am I taking your idea? You asked me to run it.
Another one of my. Taking another. Oh,
you asked me to run the unit. I'm running the unit.
Back when I was the sheriff. Yep,
yeah, when you were the sheriff. I mean, do you want to run it now?
No, I'm too busy. Listen, I'm not sure. I gotta talk to you about some important shit. So can you call me when you're done?
Yes.
All right, because it's big actually.
Okay.
All right, have fun with your learning how to do stuff there, Dark.
Wow.
Thank you, Pred.
Well, thanks, Pred.
Copper's the best teacher when it comes to the MDW. You know, she taught me how to use it.
You don't know how to use it.
I know how to use it enough. Thank you.
Okay. I've never taught him anything.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
I've never.
Yeah.
Our conversations.
He barely knows how to write a report.
Saying like weird incestuous stuff and like being really weird, like the entire time. That's the extent of our communication with each other.
That sounds about right.
It's not going to be called the rapid response unit. You're not going to name a bunch of civilians a tactical name like that.
No, because specifically.
No, you're not.
I am. It's already done.
That is terrible. That is terrible.
I didn't come up with the name. Okay, Pred came up with the name.
It sounds like a bunch of cops. Oh my God, you're gonna make
no.
a bunch of
No. Listen. Wait. Stop. Wait. No. This is the thing. It's not just them. Okay. So there's the 911 operators. Then there's the dispatchers who work with them to actually speak to police, and then the police are mainly the rapid response unit. It's all about cops who want to respond to 911 calls. So it's just
I have a brilliant idea.
Okay.
How about the cops that want to respond to 911 calls read the 911 calls and then respond to them?
No, because that's the thing. We don't want everything done by bloody text message anymore. We want to have an actual person on the end of the phone like Peach does. That's the idea behind it, is we're hiring people so that the 911...
So the cops, when Peach has the 911 calls going to her cell phone and she's answering them, she's replying, how is that not... Where is the hang up there? Because she's a police officer.
Yeah.
And then she could, not through text, she could call an officer that's a part of a roster and verbally communicate what's going on, or meet with them and talk about the 911 that came in.
Yeah, she could. She doesn't.
Okay, so do you want to change that aspect and have them speak with each other?
No, this is the thing. Okay. No, what I'm saying is we're providing an opportunity for actual civilians, not criminals, to have a government job, which is answering 911 calls. And then they communicate that with the dispatcher, and then the dispatcher lets everybody on radio know about the 911 call. That's it.
Okay. Okay.
You don't like the idea?
Curiosity. How is that going to work with like the anonymous 911s that come in that are a part of investigations that we have investigators looking into? Like for instance, the very subtle nuance of the 911 calls that have to do with Talon. And it goes into a 911 person, but I'm not a part of this rapid response unit, but I am the lead detective of this particular investigation. You realize like the gate now has been created.
So you're on about
information won't get to me, or someone will respond to it and not know because they're only doing 911. Like, will they check investigations to see if it's a part of anything, or are they just going to collect all the eggs in their basket and just manage it and be like, well, this is mine now. I made this.
I get what you're saying, but I don't think the plan is not to completely disable those,
No, I understand the plan, but what happens in those events? Because that's what happens notoriously.
In the event that they get called out to a call for an ongoing case, you mean?
Right.
Well, I mean, the hope would be that they treat it like anybody could treat it, any officer could treat it, and then if
right.
I mean, that's what the case board's there as well, right? So if they go to a scene that's like, oh, talent, and then they look at the case board and they see coppers on there, and then you're around, they call you, right? But that should be everybody. This shouldn't be like a new thing.
Okay.
I get a concern though, because if like only one person is hearing or seeing a 911 call, then you're right, there is a gate there that it could be either looked over or not responded to or anything. Whereas if it's just to everybody, then everybody sees it. I don't know why
we don't just take what we have and make it better, because what we have obviously is falling short for what our needs are.
The idea is essentially most of the time people don't call 911, like actually speak to somebody, because most of the time nobody's on the other end. Like you just can't do it.
Okay.
So that's the issue that we're addressing by hiring civilians.
And then they're gonna write down a report, right?
I mean, yeah, not for every incident.
And then push it to an officer to respond to it. Yeah.
Okay, so we have a building. So they answer a 911 call.
It's a call center.
Yes, it's a call center. There'll be a dispatcher in the room with them. They get a call and they're like, "I've got an injured person." They shout to the dispatcher. They're like, "I got an injured person by pillbox." The dispatcher's then like, "All units be advised, we've got reports of a 47 on Elgin Avenue outside pillbox, unit 10 of the first Bronco 3, whatever," right?
Okay.
And then a cop goes. Whereas if it's a more serious call, then same thing happens. The dispatcher alerts cops to the situation, but we have if it's a serious call, then we're going to teach the civilians to take the notes of the call so that they can make a report for it after the call has ended. And then that call is then plus all the calls are recorded. I didn't mention that, but all the calls are going to be recorded.
Who's going to be the person listening to all the recordings?
If it's a serious call, me.
Where will the recordings go?
They're just available should we need them.
Well, will they be logged so people could?
You mean like the 911 calls?
Well, yeah, like if they're not going to all be written down, will they all be written down, or are they only just going to be recordings?
I think everything's recorded, and then we're going to request, should it be like a more serious situation, then...
So how do you search the logs?
That hasn't been...
Like, there's been calls that coming in, but it has something to do with, like, I don't know, the brown shoes.
Well, I mean, it would just be in the MDW.
Search the logs for the brown shoes.
You're on about the reports, or you're on about the calls?
You said that the calls aren't going to be written down. It's all going to be recorded. So
yeah, they're all recorded.
Them?
So all the calls, I don't think we're going to be able to search. I don't think these are... How do I describe this? So, like when we turn on a recording device in the interrogation room, and we don't like this... How do I describe this, chat? It's like... It's the same recording system like that. It's like most of the time, you're not putting that in the MDW, if you know what I mean. After the fact, you can go back and grab that.
The interrogations are usually either transcribed or people make notes about them and write it down.
That's what I'm saying. Is that they're recorded, so we can grab that if we need it. But for the most part, and for like basic calls like a 47 or a 32, they're not really going to be written down. But for anything more serious or complex, then the notes will be taken.
And the civilians are going to determine whether or not a call is serious or not.
I mean, we're going to train them, yeah. I mean, you have to. This is how they do it in other states, right?
Name one state.
What do you mean? Name a state? New York.
Name a state. You said other states. I want to hear a state then.
New York.
New York, okay.
Ohio. Texas.
Oh, well, if it has to do with Ohio or Texas, I don't want anything to do with it.
Washington.
There, I said it.
What's wrong with Ohio or Texas?
Do you know what the capital of Ohio is?
It's just Salt Lake City.
Salt Lake City?
I don't bloody know.
Okay, I'm just... Don't get defensive over Ohio if you don't even know its fucking capital. Do you know where it is?
I don't... Yes.
Oh, yeah?
It's right next to Pennsylvania. Don't tell me where... Don't ask me where Pennsylvania is, though.
Where's Virginia?
South of New York.
Okay, that's actually pretty good. All right, where's Arkansas?
Southwest of Virginia. Hello.
Hey, I'm gonna ask you guys to kindly get off our block.
What the fuck?
Just kidding, just kidding.
This
Hey,
is your
what's
set?
It's your son, huh? You gangbanging now?
up?
What do you rep?
No.
Oh, God.
What's up?
Hi.
Hey.
I got a question.
You guys looking for someone?
I got a question.
Okay, what's up?
Actually, yeah, I do agree with that, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, what?
What?
He didn't even say anything.
They're talking on the radio.
They've just gone upstairs, Copper.
Yeah, I know.
What is going on?
Let me see what's in the area. Oh, I bet they're hunting for Seaside.
Probably. Hayes is right across the street, so they were shooting Hayes earlier. That's probably it.
Okay. I could.
Got valid concerns.
We can make the report. Look, I don't want to crush your dreams or anything. I just have a lot of concerns that don't seem to have any answers. But I don't want to be the one that stands in your way. But let me ask someone if there's a way to make reports. Would you rather it so that they couldn't look at other, like once it's submitted, it's gone?
I mean, I'm just thinking of, you know, let's say we have someone, because uh-oh, yep, there's Hayes. Just say we have the possibility that someone is, like, you know, not a good person who we hire, and they are very, you know, trying to work with, like, a gang, for example.
Right.
And then they take a report of someone snitching on that gang, right? That was bad.
Right.
So I don't want them being able to be hired and then go through all the 911 call reports of all the incidences involving, you know, that gang and seeing who's working against that gang and stuff like that.
I don't yeah, I get that aspect. I guess it's just going to be like once it's submitted, they would never be able to see it. I can't create this. It's going to have to be something on the back end, and I'm going to have to find someone who has the time to.
That's the thing. Like, I'm not looking for like any work to be done. That's the thing. I don't want like someone to do work on that. Like that's an issue we can handle. We
could create like a category in itself, and
yeah,
I'm going to call it the call center, and. And those people can have the ability to view those and to go through it. But I guess then we would need an officer to pull the ones that are sensitive. Someone's going to have to monitor all of this. You can't rely on these people.
Oh, that's a good idea. You know, when you can make a report, an incident, do you think there's
promote it?
Yeah, do you think we could promote call center reports to a report? So that, like you said, like every day or so, cops can kind of look at these 911 reports and go through and say, hey, that's sensitive, and then promote it to a report.
So I just took a civilian report and I promoted it to see where it goes, and let me ask. Yeah, it only goes to incident. Let me see if there's a way to promote it to different types, because we also can't demote.
Wait, we can just
reports.
change the type, because
I'm sorry, what?
like because I remember when I used to make like a investigative report by accident for IA. Can't I then just go in and change the category?
You have to be able to see those categories to change them to that category. And if you're seeing those categories, then you're reading the reports.
Right, so if we gave cops the ability to read these 911 reports, then the cops could go in and change it from a 911 to a normal report.
Yeah. I mean, I can't imagine that we wouldn't already want the cops to be able to see them anyway.
No, I agree. The cops would definitely be able to see them.
Yeah, they could change the category and then save it.
Yeah. Same with dispatches. We want
now you're
dispatchers to be
relying
able
on PNT to actually listen to the things I say about the reports and teach it correctly. But yeah, like they could change the category here if they can view it, right?
Yeah.
And if you're a cop, you can see what incident reports, investigative reports, civilian reports. I mean, we could do that.
Yeah, I think we could too.
But until that happens, it sits in this pool. And the people at the call center will be able to view all of them until they get taken by an officer. It's like if they were to physically hand off the transcript and be like, this call came in. Do something about it, cops.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, we could do it like that. It's just, it's one of those where, like, if they just had a notepad, they could just do it like that. But I don't know how. But they could just hand it to the dispatcher, right? So
yeah,
I don't know. Like, what's an easy system for that? If they're taking if they're on the phone, what's the best way to take notes? You know, physically.
I don't know how anybody else does.
No, I know what you're saying. I'm just thinking of the best way to do it. Like with a notepad.
It goes to the call center, right?
Yeah.
You have civilian dispatchers taking calls.
Yep.
They're recording. They're listening to what's going on, and then their next step. What are their requirements? Just to record the call, or are they making notes, or are they generating this call center call? What are they doing?
The requirement is to update, to basically give the dispatcher a call to pass on to police, because so it's like, hey, we've got an injured person on Elgin, right? And then the dispatcher can dispatch cops to that call. Okay. That's their job.
I just want to go through the flow chart or the pipeline.
Yeah.
So call comes in. I'm in the call center. I pick up the phone. I'm like, oh my God, I found a lady. She's missing half of her body. I don't think she's alive. She's over here by Chiliad. There's a Bentley nearby. I heard some gunfire, and that's the end of it, right? I was hiking, saw this lady, half a body, gunfire. Pretty sure she's dead. Oh. That call needs to... So my responsibility as the one listening, I'm recording this. Yeah. Like you said, right? And am I doing anything else besides mentally retaining this information to pass it on?
I mean, when you lay it out like this, they should absolutely be taking notes. Like, it doesn't have to be, like, detailed. Like, it doesn't have to be, like, a full police report, but yes, notes.
Okay, so, and that could be, like, the call center report, whatever, right?
Yes, right.
So they create that. We have dispatch at Mission Row. And I'm like, well, I'm a call center person. I'm going to am I calling the dispatch? Am I 311?
No, the dispatcher would be in the room with them.
Okay. Okay, yes. So they would be managing that team. And so basically they would be like, let's say you're my team leader.
Yeah.
In my call center.
Yeah.
I'm like, dark. have a severed body on top of Chiliad. Am I saying that to you because we're in the room?
Yes.
Okay. And then all of my notes on the dispatch will be able to see the call center notes.
Yep. So they can help further give more details to police.
Okay. So all of this stuff is compiled on this, and then the dispatch goes into the units that are on duty.
Yeah.
I guess the officers that are this rapid response officer unit.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
That wants to deal with 911.
911 calls.
How are they, what is their next? Are they calling them individually, or are they 311
so
that those units respond to it? Or
the plan is, if it's my choice, it'd be like, this would just be every cop on duty. But because most cops don't like being told what to do, it's going to be a separate channel that the rapid response unit will be on, that the dispatcher will also... Yes, it'll be a different radio channel. So that this is another...
the dispatch would get on the radio and be like, any available units? We have a call that came in. Here's the details. Are they then going to promote that call from the call center to somewhere where the officer can see the notes, or are they just going to be operating off of word of mouth?
I think this is the thing, is like dispatchers should be able to relay that information to the police over the radio, especially given it's going to be a smaller radio channel as well. With limited police, I think the officers, if they wanted to, they can view it anyway. Like with the call center notes.
Well, they'll be able to see all the call sign stuff. And
yeah,
I guess if it,
but they shouldn't have to.
Taken into an investigation, then they can promote it to an investigative report.
Yep.
Okay. I just need to play through this so I could see what I need to ask for.
Yeah. Essentially, the idea here is, like, the main goal of this whole thing is to make sure 911 calls are both being heard, like, verbally, and then responded to physically. Because a lot of the times they go, you know, missed. They're missed. They're looked over for, like, a boost or something else.
Okay. This is for...
What are you saying?
And this is for a team of officers that specifically want to answer to 911 calls?
911 calls, yes.
Okay.
I mean, given this is a serious season, this might turn into like a whole UPD thing, but I'm not trying to push that unless everybody wants it. But essentially, you, by joining the channel, you say, okay, a dispatcher can tell me where to go, where I'm needed to answer all these 911 calls.
Hold on. This is Trooper Copper on Trooper Copper's cell phone. You're a cadet and you want to do a written history of the state police.
Oh, that's cute. I like that.
As a cadet. Uh-huh.
I'm so pissed off, dude. I don't think Copper likes the idea, guys, but I don't know. We'll see.
Okay, I'm not taking any cadets right now. I'm not going to dinner with you.
What the fuck? What the fuck? Who is that?
What's your name? Stevens? What department do you want to get into? Okay. And then what?
Yeah,
what are
she's
you?
not just saying bad idea, which I appreciate.
What are you gonna do with this information?
Oh, so why is Pred coming in here saying you're taking my idea? What the fuck? I'm just running with it. He told me to run the shit. Pred's an idiot. I don't know what I expect.
Oh, you would be perfect for the call center. Oh my god.
Oh my god, no.
This
no.
new genius thing that Dark is thinking of.
Hello, Pred.
Are you free yet?
I'm not free yet. What's up?
I mean, it's kind of fucking important, man. I got a bunch of shit I gotta talk to you about, and you're the only person I can fucking trust. Come on, man.
Okay. I'll wrap this up.
Listen, learn how to use the MD. Get her to fucking make a goddamn video and learn how to use the MDW on your own fucking time.
We're talking about the ROU now, Pred.
Okay.
All right, bye. Pred chatting at me.
You're waiting for like the what 60 days or something to be able to do your ride-alongs or something?
Hello.
Hey, I apologize for me last night. I've been dealing with a lot of stuff. You know, it's kind of. I just hope you can forgive me for yelling like that. I've just, you know, it's just been a lot lately. Okay, you just whenever you're done, you just give me a call.
Oh, okay. Well, thanks, Pred. I appreciate that.
All right, bye, sir.
Bye.
Maybe. I don't really know. I can't tell if he's the type that needs a personal assistant, but I don't know. Why are you wiping my car down? What are you doing?
It's dirty. No, I don't. No. Look, I don't trust anybody to do their job, so I don't. Is this getting clean or not? I can't fucking tell.
Yeah, but then I don't trust you to do your job. Why would I have someone else do it when I can just do it myself?
Is it actually getting cleaned?
Nope.
I think it is, right?
That's having a system way more
I
stressful.
thought I needed wax
then I have
for
to
that.
double check all of your work. And then I have to have a conversation with you about your spelling and punctuation. Oh, you write reports? Huh.
Oh, wax keeps it clean.
One. Me? No. I spelled your name wrong. Okay. Oh, LSPD. Scott, let me give you a call back.
You
I
okay?
heard bush wrestling and you were like running around. I was like, oh.
Oh, no, I was just looking up there.
Oh, that guy is waiting for an FTO during the worst time. And he wants to be someone's assistant so he can at least observe people being cops since nobody's taking cadets because I think everybody's confused about the FTO process.
Well, I'm not good, David. It's just Perch chatting at me because I need to go speak to him. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's fine.
He said it's really important, and I swear to God, if it's not, I'm gonna be really angry.
Where do you need to go?
I guess mission row will do.
Okay.
No, but seriously, you do have very valid concerns that I will think on.
Why don't you just overhaul the dispatch?
I'll be honest, that is something I've had in mind. Because if we just had dispatchers doing it,
that you would be tackling the problem, like how.
I guess if we had.
How can we have dispatch better service and then appropriate that for how officers perceive the purpose of dispatch? Because that seems like the crux of the issue, right?
Essentially, yeah. You're not wrong.
And if you address concerns that dispatch has where they feel like their hands are tied, or the where officers feel that dispatch is failing or not as.
Hello.
Hey, do you have a repair kit?
Ow.
Oh.
What the fuck? No.
Let me get you medical.
Eugene drove the car off the top of his bank.
Okay.
Of course he did. Where is Eugene now?
Who was laughing? That is weird.
He waddled away.
He waddled away.
Yep.
Oh god.
And he waddled away, waddle.
Jesus.
To the very next day. Bum 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 bada bum.
Do you need medical or?
You need like
I
a
don't
repair
know.
kit or something?
I don't know. I just realized both of you guys are missing like the different eye. Does that mean you guys can't see eye to eye?
Yeah. Yeah, we can't.
Is that a good one?
It's alright.
I don't know. Oh, you're Cerberus now. Nice.
I'm not a Cerberus. I'm allowed to wear the belt.
Oh,
You're allowed to wear the
stole
belt.
the
Says
pants.
the guy
Yeah.
who's not Cerberus. Okay.
Why would you
the
advertise
mayor,
Cerberus?
The mayor allowed me. The mayor allowed me to wear it.
Oh, okay. Well,
But why do
very
you want to
nice
wear
of-
that? Not
It
in the
was
bad
drippy.
way.
It's drippy.
The logo's drippy, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, fair
The,
enough.
wouldn't know much about
the
drip.
silver on the mask goes with like the other silver parts of the
Mm.
outfit, and then when I wear the red one, that goes with the red parts of my outfit, you know?
Hmm.
Why would
Dripology.
Eugene drive your car
He said
off the
James
roof?
Randall showed him it, and he wants to show me it. He sure showed me.
I'm gonna be going behind the fire department here. Probably.
What, don't let Eugene drive?
Davis or Carson.
Yeah, I will.
Affirm, we are facing East Carson.
I just need repair kits.
Right southbound, Royal Boulevard.
This.
Hey, what's
this ain't
going
gonna do
on?
it.
Hey, meet me, Mr. Morrow, in 3
Right
minutes.
eastbound towards
All right, I'm up in
Hey, good
Polito,
call.
but permission to speed.
What happened to the
Yeah, you can go
fucking,
code show.
the catcher, man. You're still dodging.
Okay, all right, I'll be down there soon, sir.
All right, bye.
That's my repair kit.
I'm dealing with a lot of
with
stuff,
a Hydro
man.
installed. They are eastbound road passing the escape block.
Okay.
Left.
Oh,
westbound
he's
for
gone.
Valley
That's what you get,
Bus.
McGregor, you
Mount
fuck.
towards Carson again. Right west.
Hope he gave you keys. Shit.
We're southbound Davis, passing Grocery Gas.
Nice one.
Attempting to juke. Still southbound Davis, passing Maze Bank Arena. Right, northbound Alta. Right, eastbound through an alleyway, parallel to Form.
Answer me.
This car is still
We
fun.
have four
Hello.
units on this.
Hey, honey, I missed your call earlier. I'm
Hey.
sorry.
Can't
It's
count.
fine. It's fine. How are you?
Eastbound,
Yeah, I'm okay. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
left,
You're in late today.
now
Yeah,
eastbound,
yeah. I had
alleyway.
a few things sorted in the morning.
Oh, great.
Oh, shit.
Back westbound.
Dang, get in.
I'm
right,
gonna be
northbound.
riding with King.
westbound. Towards
So I
Davis.
did want to
Here.
talk to you
I
about
need
something.
this key just now.
Okay.
Electrical box. Uh-oh.
You might want to stay around here for when.
Do you
he
know if
decides
anything
to wake
happened to
up.
our Tauruses recently?
Not that I know.
Interesting. Okay. Well,
Why?
because some days genuinely the Taurus feels great, and then other days, recently the past couple days it's been good. So I don't know.
No, I mean I haven't been told nothing.
I want to talk to you about Reggie, because I know you had a conversation with him.
Why?
Well, I don't know how I feel about his situation.
He's gone to you as well.
Well, no. I actually contacted him because yesterday he contacted me to inform me that he had been shot down and he wanted an officer to go and document the scene. I was processing someone. It was going to be a pretty lengthy thing.
How are you doing?
As soon as it was done, I gave him a call. He gave me the information. I went there. I documented.
Hold on, 2
All was
seconds.
good, right?
Copper, thank you very much. I appreciate you.
No problem, Dark.
I told you that I always like talking to you because you got big, good ideas. You've actually changed my mind on a lot of things, so thank you.
I think I would like to help you on this. I think we go through the process, see what would work more efficiently, and then get the opinion of the dispatchers.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
And because I like the idea of them managing a team.
I do too. Yeah, maybe we just lump it all under dispatch. Okay.
And I mean, it could even be like a thing that people can do that are trying to get their records expunged.
Mmm.
Like a
good
program.
idea.
Yeah, that'd be honey, I didn't mean king as in like.
I just had a fucking.
All right, I'll catch up with you. Okay. Thank you, Copper.
Okay. Good luck.
Oh no.
Who's king?
Henry King. Henry.
Yeah, I knew that.
Okay, well, you're only hearing a one-sided conversation, and I'm picking up Henry, and I said, "Hey, King," you know.
Oh, I see what you.
I didn't want you to think.
No, you good.
You know.
You're fine. Good. Okay, so he got shot, right?
Yeah. So yesterday he got shot. I documented the scene, took photos, collected evidence, right?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get a report up because immediately after we had to respond to something, and right after that, I had to go. So I wake up. First thing I do is realize I still have the evidence on me. And so I go and write the report. I'm writing the report, documenting evidence, and I call him just to get his version of events again and make the scene make sense. It then sort of, evolved from there, in that he did bring up, he had a conversation with you, and you were pretty adamant that if Hayes were to get shot up and, anyone involved in a gang shot back in self-defense, they'd get gang-related shooting, right?
Yes.
Which I understand. However, he's in a rough spot, and I don't know how we can... Listen, I'm not Reggie's biggest fan, but I can also acknowledge when someone is trying to do something, and I don't think he's trying to, get one over on us. I think he's trying to legitimately do lawyer stuff, and yeah, probably under or for Seaside-related stuff, but if he's just, I don't know how to feel about that situation, because the reality is the gang-related shooting charge was implemented during a very different time, and under 99% of circumstances, yes, both parties should be getting the charge, because most times in wars, it's typically, the goddamn hunting parties,
Yeah.
But if someone is working at Hayes and they do shoot in self-defense, I understand sort of by the letter of the law, yes, it fits. But do you know that Reggie, as a result of your conversation, doesn't even carry a gun on him? Because if he shoots in self-defense, he loses his job, which is exactly what Hydra is attempting to do so that he can't represent Simone.
He didn't have a gun on him during that situation.
Right, but that was probably just, coincidental. But what I'm saying is he no longer carries one, because if he does, he becomes a felon the moment he gets shot and returns fire.
Okay.
And then he gets disbarred. And then he is unable to represent the person who started all of this by exposing that Simone was alive. You see where I'm getting at? From my understanding, he said he tried to make it a sealed case, but it was denied. And because everyone knows he's the attorney, again, all they need is one charge pushed on him, and he's disbarred and unable to continue doing what he's supposed to do.
Just to add a bit of context to that, he tweeted out that he's Michael Simone's lawyer.
Well, I mean, it was already public at that point, I'd imagine. His intent was to keep it sealed. But
yeah, I'm just giving you a bit of context.
He's their target. Yeah. No, I know. But I don't know how to feel about it, because yes, you're 100% correct by the letter of the law, but that's not to say we've never had situations where we acknowledge that someone was clearly ambushed or something, and yes, it was technically gang versus gang, but we didn't push the charge. I don't know. I did instruct him to, if it does happen, appeal it and push it. I don't know if the solution is, a new charge for the attack of you know, civilian-owned businesses and their employees. Something pretty hefty, not like hell until trial, but something hefty enough to dissuade people from doing it, like government-issued firearm charge, right? Like something major like that to avoid Hayes from being shot up.
I do agree, especially because right after Hydra tweeted out about going to Harmony instead, right? So, like, but I think that's an issue, like that's a separate issue that needs to be addressed.
It is, but it's sort of all wrapped in one here, right? Because if he's there, I don't know if he does mechanic stuff there, right? His concern was more so not his employees, but employees at Hayes returning fire. Like, the reality is, if a GSF member, for example, is working at Hayes and they're at war with someone, and those people at war show up to Hayes and start shooting the GSF person, and other armed people in Hayes return fire, any civilian not tagged as a gang member will be let go, and any person tagged as a gang member, despite having little to no involvement, would be arrested for gang-related shooting. I don't know. Here's the thing. I hate that I'm acknowledging that there's an issue without a solution, because there is no solution to the gang-related shooting charge, because it has a very specific intent, and that's to apply consequence to all parties involved in... I'm having a headache.
No! I was about to give my solution of just don't be in a gang. Wouldn't that be the solution? That's all I'm going to say. Oh, bread. Yeah, Reggie's like gone to how many different officers now to try and stir the pot? I don't know whether you're stirring the pot or what, but... Hello, Fred. Sorry about that.
Hey, what's nothing to be sorry about. You're the boss.
I know. I was just on the phone to Matt. Valid thing. So what's going on?
Well, so I'm aware that there's going to be a high command tribunal for me and Wrangler.
Possibly, yes. I don't know whether I'm going to be there, but
well, I mean, was this Bass's idea?
No. Bass has been... He's not taken a part in any consideration regarding your punishment.
That's unfortunate, because I felt like I could have proved that he was doing this shit with malice and abusing his authority in a fucking leadership position. You're not covering for him.
Why would I cover for that?
I know you wouldn't. Look, I was just hoping. Listen, right? We didn't do anything wrong, man. All right, we followed the SOPs. This dumb son of a bitch thinks we actually kidnapped him. We didn't even... He came with us willingly. We even told him that he was detained, and we had a signed warrant from a judge. What are we under? What are we going to a tribunal about here? Because we tried to get a 24-hour. You told us to write the fucking paperwork, but you had to go. And then we talked to Libby, and we were like, we want to keep everybody out of the crossfire on this. We don't even need command approval. We'll just go to the fucking judges directly, because 72-hour holds don't require command approval. We didn't break any laws. We didn't even break any SOPs. We did everything by the fucking book. It's a HUD charge. He got his bail hearing instantly.
I explained this to you the other day. It's not necessarily...
What?
It's not necessarily... So clearly you didn't listen. It's not necessarily that you didn't break any SOPs, because sure, there was a, an oversight there.
Then what's it about? If we didn't break any SOPs or laws, then what are we going to a tribunal about?
Maybe if you let me finish, then you can find out.
All right.
It's about whether or not you did it in bad faith.
How can we do it in bad faith? What about... Okay, listen. What about... All right. Look, hold on. Pause. All right, listen. I need to say something.
Yeah, you can say it.
He's the one that committed the crime. He's the one that pushed a court case on us in malice and bad faith. He's the one that's been targeting me blatantly. You're aware of this. He's the one that represented a court case in something that he's conflicted on. Where's his tribunal?
I am in contact with Soze, and I'm going to get him, once everything's kind of settled a little bit, I'm going to get him to come review the whole thing with Bass and the things you're saying that Bass did about the witness tampering and the extortion or whatever it was that happened at that court case.
It's not that he did these things 100%. We have a judge as a witness. We have 4 witnesses in total. Quid pro quo.
Calm down. I know. Yes, I know what you're trying to say.
Look, I'm just saying, man. We didn't do anything wrong.
You can't just keep saying that and expect it to just like
no,
just be
because
true.
it's the truth. We didn't do anything wrong. How can we do something in malice if we have a signed warrant from a judge?
I mean, if you have a signed warrant, like you could go if let's say somebody kills Wrangler, right? And then you get this warrant signed that has no basis at all, right? I'm not comparing it to your fucking warrant, okay?
I was there.
You can do things in malice. You can go convince a judge to sign it. You can do a bunch of shit under the table, but you can still do things in bad faith. Of course you can, especially as a police officer.
Hypothetically, what is bad faith? Explain to me what High Command thinks bad faith is.
I can't give you a total definition because I'm not all of High Command. But what my opinion on the case is that Wrangler went to Toretti and Toretti said no, right? Everything after that, in my opinion, was in bad faith, given that Wrangler and yourself went to both me and then, sure, maybe I don't care. Then you went to Libby, and when Libby was going to say no, you just went to the judge anyway because you realized that you didn't need High Command approval. So essentially, you weren't getting the answer you wanted, so you went above High Command to do what you wanted, which was send Bass to prison.
The bad faith is that. So the bad faith is. So all right. So from what my understanding is from looking on Google of what bad faith is, it's the intent to deceive.
Yes. So did Wrangler tell me that he already got a no from Toretti? No, he didn't. So he deceived. But thank you for providing the definition, Brad.
Well, I mean, that's not deceiving, though.
Yes, it is.
I mean, withholding information isn't deception.
Okay, so we withheld information. Is that a good thing?
Withholding information isn't deception. I mean, it's not.
But it's in bad faith.
It's not, though. It's not. It's definitely not in bad faith.
You literally just told me he withheld information from me. How is that not a bad thing?
I didn't say that. I said if he withheld information, that's not bad faith. I mean, for all you know, he could have asked Toretti, and then he just didn't get back to him until after he talked to you. I mean, I don't know the timeline. I don't know the timeline. Stop covering.
Just
Listen,
stop
I don't know 100%. I'm not trying to cover for anybody. All right, all I know is that everything was done by the fucking book.
Yeah, it might have been. Yeah, I'm not disagreeing. I'm just saying that things can be done by the book and be seen as bad faith. You can do things in bad faith. What
happens when me and Wrangler get fucking fired? All right, and then Soze says nothing's going to happen to Bass when we have him on literally a hut charge that judges told us wasn't even worthy of being a hut. But the charge didn't fit the definition, and then they told us an hour later that it fit the definition too well.
They said that?
Yes!
They said after the fact that it fit the definition, but during the bail hearing they said it didn't?
Yes.
Okay. Well, what you're describing is...
conflicted themselves. Literally, 3/4 of the judges conflicted themselves from the goddamn trial. What have you ever heard of this happening?
It's unprecedented, and what you're describing is systematic corruption, which is from the top. and that isn't
systematic corruption.
Yes, and you don't go about fixing that by just sending bears to jail.
We gotta ignore what me and Wrangler did and focus on the real threat here, which is the systematic corruption, and we fight that battle.
That's all this is about. You just want us to not do anything to you guys. Okay.